Welcome to the show. I'm your host, June Archer. This is the Winner Circle on thisis50.com. I have what I consider to be one of the dopest bad guys that we have seen since Omar on The Wire. He is the man that you love to hate. I know people are catching him in the streets and they're trying to figure out what's going on and why he's being so mean. I just think he's doing a great job at his craft, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to interview him today. Please welcome to the show, Eric Kofi-Abrefa. Eric Kofi-Abrefa. Kofi, what's going on, brother?
I appreciate you, bro, man. I'm all good. How are you?
Man, I woke up this morning, and the possibilities are endless. We are here, and we have the opportunity to sit and just pick your brain a little bit, man. How have you been doing through this pandemic? I know you've been working, but how are you and your family doing?
No, all good, man. All good. All is well. All is
Dope,
well.
dope,
Can't
dope.
complain.
Now, some people may know you from Fury, IT, or the one on Netflix, but you actually work with Brad Pitt and Pierce Brosnan, aka 007. Is there anybody you haven't worked with that you're like, man, I can't wait to work with this person?
Do you know what? I just want to work with like the best people and the greatest stuff, to be honest, man. And so like it's up in the open for anybody and anything. Because if I start reading off names, it's gonna be a long list of names, man. And I don't want to miss anybody out. So the greatest and
Now,
the best.
you've been from the theater, right? You come from the theater side. You did Netflix. Now you're on Stars. Is there a dream role that you have in the back of your mind that you're like, man, I want to do this? Is there someone that you want to portray, or is there a particular character that you want to portray that you haven't yet tapped into?
Do you know what? I'm still on this journey, and I'll be real with you, man.
Mm.
I just love stories. I love being a storyteller, and again, it's just about like the best stories getting told, and sometimes it's off just reading a script and being like, "Yo, this is cold. This right here is cold," and sometimes you read something and it's like the best thing you've ever read, and then something else comes up and that's the best thing you've ever read. So I can't call it. There's always going to be stories. There's more stories to come. I just want to work on the best stuff.
How has theater helped you as it pertains to being on film?
Theater. I think theater gave me my foundation in terms of I guess technique and getting into the text, whether it's a film script or a theater play. Um, and also because like when you do theater, as soon as those lights come on and it's go time, there's no stopping and stuff. There's like it's a train that's going, and you're on that train. And I think with that, it gives you this kind of confidence to be like, you know what? No, I can. I'm ready. I'm good. I'm good to go whenever. And when you transfer that into film and TV, things like breaking down the script and all those things that I learned from theatre, I can apply it to film scripts where there isn't enough time for rehearsals and there isn't enough time for trying to figure out what your character's going through. I've done my prep because of my training from theatre.
Well, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that process for you,
Mm,
because you've been so well trained. You get
hmm
this part playing Lamar on BMF. How do you tap into, because you're English? How did you
mm.
tap into the, not just the bravado and the swag, but just the whole vernacular and just what he stands for and what he's like? How did you tap into that voice that
Mm.
is now Lamar?
Um, Again, actually, just fine tuning, really. Just that's a very, you know what? That's a very good question to ask, and I should have like a prepared answer for that, but I don't. But what I will say is that I just soaked up my at the time when we got to when we were filming in Atlanta, partly Atlanta and partly Detroit. When I got there, I just kind of absorbed things that were around me, and plus our showrunner Randy Huggins, he's from Detroit, and I asked him, and I was like, "Yo, could you just read something, and let me just
Hmm.
listen to that." you know. So there was that, and also just kind of just been watching like a lot of American stuff for
So
like
did you grow up on hip hop?
yeah, I grew up on like hip hop, R&B, um, definitely like I mean like Pac like Tupac and Fifth are like my favorite. Do you know what I mean? So like um, it's not even when you're having like when you're running jokes with your friends, you kind of like pick up on like the little sound bites they have. You know what I mean? And you kind of throw it into your joke. So there's been a lot of stuff like that. And I guess somehow this all kind of fed in into me being a mom.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty though. Let's get Kofi. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I want to jump into a couple of these episodes. Why in the world were you late picking Zoe up, man? Like what happened? Like, come on, man. Like that was you had one job. You had one job. Lamar had one job. What happened?
I know. Probably the streets was calling. I don't know. Something happened where and I don't think he was late. I just think he just missed them by like he probably just missed them by a fraction. You know, knowing Lamar's luck. You know,
And it seems like Lamar is he's trying to get in. He's trying to figure his way out, right? Because he's just now back in the fold. And you're right, like he's missing a beat every opportunity. He's either coming up short or something goes wrong. But the question is, do you want that smoke from Meech or you want that smoke from Monique? Like, or do you want that smoke, period?
Man, I can handle Meech's smoke, man. I just want I can handle Meech. Lamar can handle Meech's smoke, man. That's light.
And listen, I hear you, but there's nothing like a woman scoring. So I would be
Right.
careful and move
Facts.
lightly with Monique. And
Yeah.
listen, you may get one more shot at her, but listen, you don't want that smoke. You actually gave us the opportunity to revisit the classic loose ends with the now iconic phrase, "You can't stop the rain." Take me to that moment when you began singing that and made it your own. What were you thinking?
Do you know what? It's the lyrics. The lyrics of the actual song kind of just fits like where his mind state's actually at, how he interprets the lyrics. And yeah, like he's just on carnage and massacre right now, and he's just telling them you can't. Nothing's gonna be stopping that anytime soon. And again, Randy Huggins, like he was like, "Yo, I want you to sing this song." Wow, this is happening to Slick, and I'm like, "All right, cool, let's go." And
It's a very
yeah,
sinister moment, but we feel it though. But it feels like Lamar went to a different realm in that moment. So I applaud you for just locking in right there because we kind of feel it because we already think that Lamar kind of touched. He already not working with a full deck to begin with. So would you consider yourself an R&B singer or more like a hip hop type dude? Like, because you kind of came off kind of convincing singing that song.
no, I like, as I said, I like R&B, man. I like um soul, and especially, do you know what? Especially the 80s and the 70s, those kind of like ballads, and they're cold. They're cold, and like growing up, that's what I was hearing. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my vibe.
All right, so who would be one of your favorite hip hop artists from the 90s? They say that's the golden era of hip hop. Who would be your
Yeah.
favorite? Or not even better. I'm gonna give you a great shot at this. Give me your top 5 dead or alive.
All right, cool. Artists from any genre.
Hip hop
Okay. Um, of all time.
of all time. Dead or
Oh,
alive.
mate.
Come on, Kofi. Come on, Kofi.
All right. Okay. Cool. I have to put like Pac in there. I'll put Pac in there. Um. Oh. You got me, man.
Yeah.
All right, Park.
Okay.
Rakim.
Mm. Yeah. Got you
Biggie.
stuck.
Biggie. Oh no, I can't do 5, bro. 5
Oh,
is too hard, bro. Five is too difficult. 5 ain't fair.
understand. Understand.
5
I'm
ain't
setting
fair.
you up for something bigger, though. I'm setting you up for something bigger. So
Five ain't fair.
I'm
Cause
gonna
I've
let you
got
off the hook.
names, bro. I've
All
got
right. I'm gonna let
names.
you off the hook. I'm gonna let you off the hook right now, though. I'm gonna let you off the hook right now. But we're gonna get back to that.
Okay.
How was it
All
working with
right.
50, man? You had a chance, man. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, hardest working man in showbiz right now. You are part of or a cousin of the Power Universe. BMF seems like it's going to take off and it's going to do its own thing. It's going to create its own universe. How was it like working with 50 Cent?
Man, first of all, man, he was just the coolest guy. And it's like, they say like don't meet your heroes or your idols or whatever. And he just ended up just being the most like generous, coolest dude. Like, and in terms of when we were working, when because he directs episode 7, he tells you what he wants, but he's like just gives you the freedom to be like just kind of just do what you want kind of thing. And just that, man, just giving me that trust and just kind of like giving me that kind of belief does a lot. It does a lot. And like he makes you feel as if like you're important to this. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm so appreciative. I'm so appreciative that I get to kind of to be not only just to be working with him, but just to be in that realm, just to be like, wow, you know what I mean? It's
So,
fifth, but then at the same time, it's like, nah, we're working, we're creating something.
right. So let me put you on the spot then. Can you recite your favorite 50 Cent verse?
Yeah. Hold on. There's loads, man. I'm stinky rich. I'm a die trying to finish. Southside up in this bitch. Yes, I used to sell dope. I played on the. I used to sell dope. Played on the blood. I can't remember it, but it's the I Get Money remix. I Get Money remix. Yeah, stinky rich. I'm a die trying to spend this. Southside up in this bitch. Yeah, I smell like the vault. I used to sell dope. Played in the yacht. Now I play on boats in the south of France. That be Central. Pray, go to town. I'm already black. Rich, I'm already dead. Gangster.
All right, Kofi, I see you. I see you, G. I see you. I see you. So listen, this is what I want to do. We're gonna play this game. Many of y'all been seeing me play this with a lot of celebrities. It's called University of Dope. We're gonna take this London style, University of Dope. Kofi, you can only pass on one of these questions. We're gonna put you in the hot seat. All right. Here it is. Best hip hop soundtrack. Is it A, Get Rich or Die Trying, B, Above the Rim, C, 8 Mile, or D, Juice?
I'm gonna go for 8 Mile.
Which song will likely most get you arrested? Is it A, Knuck If You Buck, Crime Mob featuring Little Scrappy, B, Move, Ludacris, C, Never Ever, Trillville featuring Lil Scrappy and Little John, or D, Annie Up the Remix, M.O.P., Busta Rhymes, Teflon, and Remy Ma?
D. Annie Up.
If these 4 MCs were on the same track today, who would come out on top? Would it be A, LL Cool J, B, Rakim, C, KRS-One, or D, Big Daddy Kane?
Rakim.
All right, Lamar, a pimp just slapped you and took your money. Who are you sending to go get it back? E, 40, A, B, 50 Cent, C, Snoop Dogg, or D, Beanie Siegel?
5th.
Who is winning in a jailhouse brawl? Is it A, The Brat, B, Remy Ma, C, Young M.A., or D, Foxy Brown?
Remy Ma.
Which crew would you choose as teammates on Family Feud? Would it be A, Dipset, B, Cash Money, C, G Unit, or D, Rough Riders?
Okay. I'm going for G Unit, man.
One gotta go, Kofi. Is it A, J. Cole, B, Drake,
Ooh.
C, Kendrick Lamar, or D, Childish Gambino?
Oh. Childish Gambino, man. Sorry, he's cold though. He's cold.
He's cold. He's cold.
He's cold. He's cold.
Choose the best movie from the following. Is it A, Dead President, B, Menace to Society, C, Baby Boy, or D, Straight Outta Compton?
It's only funny because it was one of my favorite films of all time for a very long time. So I'm gonna choose my favorite, Baby Boy.
Best Jay-Z album. Is it A, Reasonable Doubt, B, The Blueprint, C, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, or D, 444?
The Blueprint.
Erase one person from hip-hop history, Kofi. Who would it be? Would it be A, Nas, B, Notorious B.I.G., C, Tupac, or D, Jay-Z?
What are you trying to do, June? I'm passing that. I'm definitely passing that. Definitely passing that. I forgot I had the option.
Yo, that was University of Dope, London side. Listen, London town, straight out of London town. My man, Kofi.
Yo.
Listen, brother. They say music is a soundtrack to our lives. If you were stranded on a deserted island and could only play music from one artist, who would that be?
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
D'Angelo.
Okay. Let me go one step further. What song, because music is a soundtrack to our lives, what song can you share with our viewers that best represents your journey up to this point? You know, that song that you put it on and you get swaggy, you feeling good, and you could go on about your day, or you get ready to get on set, or you just feeling in a way, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna put this on. I could get back in my zone. What song best represents your journey up to this point?
I would say it's, you know what? It's probably not the song, but it's the first one that comes to mind, and I just pick it right now. Tupac's "Me Against the World."
Great choice. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the guy that you love to hate, but he's just acting as Lamar BMF. He goes by the name of Eric Kofi-Abrefa. Kofi, thank you so much for joining us here on the Winner Circle. This is 50.com. Sundays, BMF. And guess what? They just got picked up for another season, so he ain't going nowhere. That's Kofi. This is June Archer. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Listen, tell somebody you love them. Maybe the last time you have the opportunity to do so. Peace.